Hi everyone, and welcome back to Jubilee Road for the final part in this mini-series, a look at the loco fleet at Jubilee Road. We've got a couple of steam locos here. First off, we have this Merchant Navy. Now this actually is running, but very poorly. The motor needs a good service, wheels need cleaning, and the whole engine just needs a good clean. It's on the non-runners list, just simply because, well, it doesn't run very well at all. Now I bought this, well, I actually had it for Christmas. I can't remember, long time ago, from a shop called David Morgan's, which used to be in Cardiff, and they've been gone, gosh, 6-7 years maybe, and they bought it for me way before then. It was running up until fairly recently. It was in a video, so hopefully I can get that running. So next up we have this. Now most of you who have been with my channel a while will recognise what this is. This is 5029 Nunney Castle. It's a Hornby loco. It's now DC, and a complete non-runner. This loco will probably never run again here. Used to have a DCC sound chip in it, but something really went wrong with the motor in it, so that is now in the new castle. I did have a farewell session back last year where it did its final run. Now this just sits on what I call the deadline at the back, just to, well, that's what you get in heritage depots, don't you? You get locos that are out of use. So, shame about that one, but the new castle is much nicer. Now we go something extremely old. Look at this thing. This is, believe it or not, it is a Hornby, and it says "Made in Great Britain" on the underneath. Sorry, I can't say that. On the chassis under here. Look at the size of the cog as well. Really, really old one. This. It's not in bad condition. It is missing its handrails. I got given this about 2 years ago. It kind of runs and it kind of doesn't. This thing is the loudest thing you have ever heard in your life. It sounds, well, it sounds like a bit like, I don't know what it is. It's terrible. It kind of runs back and forth. But now what I do use this engine for something. Now we got these connections here. Can you see them? Now they can be a little bit of a pain. So what I do, if I'm running, saying connecting the DCC up to the track, to make sure the DCC is running, I always just chuck this engine on the track. It'll make a little buzzing sound, then I know 100% it's connected up. Seems a simple way of doing it, so there's that one. And now we got this. Now this, well, it's been around Jubilee Road for years, this one has. On my old layout in my bedroom, this was the workhorse. It was running constantly, back and forth, freight, passenger, heavy freight, you name it. This lovely loco was running. This is a Hornby J94 called Peter. It's in good condition, apart from if I pick it up, buffer beam's gone. It's a shame, but you know, it does happen. It's an old loco. I have tried so many different things to get this running. The wheels are being cleaned and cleaned and cleaned. There's nothing seems to be wrong with the motor, but for some reason it's a bit weird. It gets to a corner and just says no. It seems to run on the straight okay after it's warmed up a bit, but get to a corner, nah, forget it. Really strange one that, isn't it? Can't quite understand what that is. So let's go and see a couple of more non-runners. It's going to be a lot shorter video today, isn't it? Because these are actually the last two non-runners in this, last one in the series. Right, here we have an old mainline warship, and you can just see the number there, D823. And you got the name there, I don't know if you can pick it up. Hermes warship class. I say non-running. Today, the day I actually filmed this video, it's actually now running. I managed to get this running, and very well. A little bit noisy, but absolutely brilliant little runner for its age. Really happy with it. So after, I reckon it's been about a good 4 years since this ran properly. So yeah, really happy to get this one running. Now the reason why it's not with the other locos is because I have already filmed the other parts before this one was running, so fantastic news that. We'll do a video on these older locos running maybe at some point. Now we have an old Hornby Intercity 125 HST. Now I believe this is one of the original liveries the HST came out in. Again, absolutely amazing news. If you look on my Facebook page, this is now not on the non-runners list. I managed today as well, we got 2 locos running. Really impressed with myself there. Now this is running as well, even better than that. Now this loco is running so well, it can creep along the track with no hesitant. I've had locos brand new out of the box in the last year that run worse than this. So I gotta hand it credit where credit's due, Hornby. The motor in this has certainly stood up to time. Absolutely fantastic. Not too noisy either. You get the signature wobble that we used to get on these locos from the traction tyres, but that's part of it, isn't it? That's what model railways used to be like. I have got a coach and the dummy car. I'll just show you them parked over there. Now I have been on eBay today looking at the coaches, and I thought, well, it seems it's running so well, let's get a couple of more coaches for it. There is another reason why I decided to get the HST running again. This year is the 40th birthday of the HST. 40 years these things have been running, and they were built in the UK. One of the best, especially diesel locos, built in the UK, because it's still in service, and they still do 125 mile an hour, and they run down my area anyway from Swansea to London Paddington day after day after day, and they're still running fine. Fantastic that. I do have plans for this. Great Western Railway have actually just repainted one of their HSTs in this livery, and it's going into regular service out on the main line in this colour, which is brilliant. So when I get my HST back, I'm going to be running this on it with the first Great Western coaches, and it won't look out of place. We always like that. So yeah, absolutely amazing news. 2 locos off the non-runners list today. Now, there's 2 locos left. One of them is an electric loco, which I plan to put in the electric locomotive part, but I didn't do it, and then I forgot about the loco. And then there's one other loco I completely forgot I even had. I was wondering whether that was going to happen, so they'll be up next. So guys, here we go. These are the final 2 locos in this series. Now, first of all, this was supposed to be in the American one, which was the one I did before this. But, as what happens, this was in a shoebox where I keep quite a lot of my locos, and I can't not believe I completely forgot that this loco was in there. How on earth did I don't know. So, this is a Lionel Union Pacific Challenger. Now this one's a little bit different because it's in the grey livery, and it's got the lovely smoke deflectors, which I really like. So the detail on this is stunning. It's a 4-6-6-4 with a very similar size tender to the Union Pacific Big Boy. Its number is 3976. Lionel did a fantastic job on this when they made it. It is solid, listen, solid die cast from the front all the way back through the tender. Solid die cast. It's the heaviest engine here, and one of the most powerful. It's DCC sound, Working headlights, it even has working cab lights, the number boards light up and everything. This thing is an absolute beast here at the layout. It does seem to have a few problems derailing every now and again, but I suppose we can cope with that due to its size. But how on earth I managed to forget about this thing? Guys, I have absolutely not a clue. But there we go. And then we come to the final engine. Now this was supposed to be in a separate part of this mini-series with all the electric locos, but I decided sort of halfway through this series not to actually do it. And then I forgot this engine and didn't put it in its appropriate set. Now this is a Helgen. This is a, not quite sure what class it is, to be honest, but all I know, it is a London Underground, London Transport as well, London Transport. This is quite a recent release from Helgen. You know, it's got amazing detail here, sprung buffers. It really weighs quite a good bit for such a small loco. Now obviously this is run by electric, used to run on the Metropolitan line, I believe. Now, a bit of sad news with this engine. I think it's possible its days are numbered here at Jubilee Road. I'm thinking of selling it. I know how nice it is, but I've had this engine, I can't remember, probably about 6 months, 7 months, and it's run twice. I did a review on it, and then it run once after that, and that was it. So I'm going to find the box and possibly sell this. I know it's a shame, but you may be able to get your hands on it if I put it up on eBay. Maybe I will. So guys, that is the end now of a look at the loco fleet. I hope you enjoyed it. I have got a lot of locos here. So now what I'm going to do quickly is turn the camera off, see exactly how many I have, and let you know. Well, I've counted all the engines now. When I turned the camera off, it's actually been around about a week. It only seems like a second to you guys, but it's actually been a week between the last shot and this one. This is because it's been absolutely boiling hot in the attic last weekend when I was supposed to finish this. It's quite warm now, but it's not too bad, so I'm up here now. So I have counted the engines, and oh my gosh, I have 96 locos. That's including the non-runners. All the engines you've seen comes to 96. Now, I have had the Adams Radial and a Eurostar, so you can put another 2 on 96, which is then 98. So we're only a couple off now getting to the 100 mark, which would be quite a milestone, I suppose, won't it? It is too many, I suppose. What am I saying? Of course it's not. You can never have too many locos, can you? I don't think so anyway. So guys, this is the final part of a look at the locos here at Jubilee Road. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been quite nice seeing all my locos out and about and all together. So, the subscribers' choice galas then. The first one will be a diesel themed one, which 8 of the suggested locos will hopefully be running in that. And then the second subscribers' choice gala, which I'll be doing, which will run the steam locos, and run again 8 of the suggested steam locos from the comments below. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching this mini-series. Please leave a comment down in the, well, underneath the video. Give it a like. Don't forget the Facebook page. Always uploading photos of the progress of the layout, which is a lot has been happening. So guys, I'll speak to you again very soon, and the next couple of videos will hopefully be the subscribers' choice galas for you guys, so you can see your favourite locos running. Bye everyone.